Alright, where are we going? Where did he send us? Band of Bastards. The A. So go to the A? Where's the A? Right here. Okay.
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno. Sakuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
You really thought, huh? Why this guy ain't saying anything?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir
Yo!
sent me as a guide.
Who is this?
I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog.
Oh!
The executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway, you better come along with me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief.
What the fuck?
These here are the Bearman brothers. Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs. Except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
I don't know, Tono.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Kobler.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got round to this.
Holy
Need
shit.
someone who knows their way around these parts.
Yo, this guy's giga.
Leave off with the bowing and curtsying. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here. Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
Oh
Well, I
my.
went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving.
Jesus, dude.
Snot-nosed brat. You pull them out of a pile of shit, and they thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
It's Henry.
Right. Well, as I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out. Stefan, take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
Henry! My name's Henry.
No problem, Chief.
I'm gonna fuck this guy up. They don't know what they just did. Swing! Yeah. I mean, you're fucked. Oh!
Blood will be spilt.
Really? Oh! No! Kurwa!
You didn't fare badly at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
All right, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Who is this guy?
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief. But what do you want to know?
What do you owe Sir Radzig?
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was, and I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way, and it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own
Is
heart.
Colleen real?
A likeable rogue.
Wait, is that
with a
shit
sharp
real?
mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking. And in the morning, we set off together with sore heads.
Oh my god!
Good temper. Since he was
Yo.
travelling with Colleen, same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burgers had it in for me, since I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my head. And I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick, so he somehow squared things with the city council.
Lucky for you.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the third time. And how could I refuse him?
You know what I think a lot of Americans don't realize is just how old everything in the fucking in Europe is, dude. One little fucking city in Europe is older than all of the U.S. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people lose that perspective and just how much history Europe has and how deep that shit goes. It's pretty fucking intense when you really think about that shit.
So Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool and your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh.
But it's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickvald Castle, but that actually belonged to the convent of the Poor Clares in Tynitz, and my father only leased it. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well. There was even talk that she only joined the order.
Yeah, 07
because
outcoming.
her family wouldn't let her marry
I hope you
him.
didn't.
Anyway,
I hope you
whether
weren't
he was
attached to that
fucking her
account.
right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture, he spent an awful lot of time in Tynitz.
Well, nobles can be very devout sometimes.
Not my old man. He cursed like a tanner's hand. More than once, he threatened to take a whip to our parish priest. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke.
Oh shit.
I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames.
Ooh.
Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Wait, what?
Christ. That sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7. My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. Then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near Akovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life.
Oh no.
A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course, I argued with them, and that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me?
Damn, this guy's lived a hard fucking
I'm not
life.
complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you could turn your hand to something, you never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
What does that mean? Turn your hand to something. What the fuck does that... What does that mean?
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
Jakey.
What about Jakey?
Jakey, that boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And
What about your sister?
unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
Well, you're pretty hard on him, though. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
The boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough.
Well, let me ask about the Behrman brothers.
Those Behrman brothers are quite a pair.
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Oh my god!
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers, the pair of them.
A bear!
Reliable. As long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control. But nobody's perfect.
Jesus was.
What about the fellow they call Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fellow nearly every time he was right. And the fellow tried to stab me in the back afterwards.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching. For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Oh,
you've
come
got me
on,
curious.
man. Fuck!
Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
Ooh, the stone.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
Dumb?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko. And we ran
Kladsko.
into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of. But wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg,
Oh,
the rest in
shit.
Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after. But of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely.
Yeah, I got the Asman
He sat
host.
there, staring
Right off
like
the
he
bat.
was turned to stone.
It was pretty awesome.
That's when we gave him the name. Then the Bearman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch.
How
A
come
man
they
who
say
can do
Petter
that
and not
is
Peter?
a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk.
No, I figured if you can't talk, you can't tell. Besides, I've had worse.
That's how it's pronounced? Oh. Oh, my bad, chat. Oh, my bad. Oops. Sorry.
So Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool. And your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh,
But it's a long and twisted story.
Wait, did I already do... Oh, I already did this one. Holy shit, there's a lot of dialogue.
should we ride out?
No point in going out now. It'll soon be dark. Come back at first light and we'll get going.
Alright.
All right.
Sounds good.
You can sleep here in the camp if you want. There's room enough. And you ought to get better acquainted with the fellas.
Okay. Who? Yo, Dangler, what's up? Yo, Dangler, I'm gonna pickpocket you, bro. A torch. I'll take your money.
Why are you creeping around like a...
Can you tell me something about yourself?
What do you want to know?
Why are you so mad? Why is your name Dangler?
Why do they call you Dangler?
Because Kuno found me dangling on the end of a rope.
Oh.
I see. So, he saved you from execution?
I wouldn't call it an execution exactly. At the time I was squire to the Lord of Buzitz. There was a proper knight for you. Full of ideals and honour. I looked up to him as a hero. Then in one skirmish he was killed, and the foe took me captive. They stood me on a shaky wooden cross with my hands tied behind my back and a noose around my neck.
Oh my...
For amusement.
Jeez.
Then they rode off.
Yo, medieval people
How
were
long were you
fucking
stuck there?
crazy.
I couldn't tell you. Hours, maybe days. In the end, everything started going black. I could feel the devil pulling me down by the legs.
What's up,
Jesus.
Monty?
How on earth did you survive?
I didn't. When Kuno found me, he says I was dead as a doornail. They cut me down, took the rope off me, and someone gave me a kick and I coughed and came back to life. Sort of.
This guy's a weirdo. Yo, Jake!
Henry, come here.
What's up?
What is it, Jakey?
The stone wants to talk with you, if you can call it that. Probably about that ring.
What ring?
Ah, no one told you about it. The fellas call it the Ring of Bacchus. It's a kind of game we play. Kuno gave us this ring. It's just a worthless bauble. But when we're at the tavern, Kuno pays everything for the man who has the ring. So we steal the ring from each other and try to trick each other. Well, actually, just the others. They won't let me play. Kuno says I'm too young to get boozed up.
That sounds like a lot of fun. But I don't have the ring, so why does the stone want to see me?
He probably wants you to steal it from someone. Since you're new, the fellows will talk to you and it won't be suspicious.
All right,
Well, who
I'll
has
have
it?
a word with him.
Tell me something about yourself, Jakey.
Hey, Jakey, can you tell me something about yourself?
Want to get matey, eh? Sure, Henry. What do you want to know?
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
Well, I used to be a baker's hand in Prague, but all the other
Prague!
fellas were always on my back, always swearing at me. Sometimes they even beat me up, took everything I had. To make a bit of coin, I started going to the tavern across the road, entertaining the rich gents with jokes, playing the fool. Sometimes someone would throw me a half-groschen. One time, Kuno turned up there, and I got to talking with him. When I told him all the shit I was getting at the bakery, he offered to take me with him.
I bet you were glad to get out of there.
Yeah, though it's not like they give me much peace here either. It's all,
Jakey, come here. Jakey, go there. Jakey, get that.
Well, surely you can't be any worse off here than in the bakery.
no. Only at the bakery, the worst I ever
Poor
got was a
Jakey.
beating. It's not like my life was in danger. But here, when those Beerman brothers are drunk, I have to keep well out of sight.
How come they bullied you at the bakery? It's usually the shy ones bullies pick on. That's not exactly you.
Not now, maybe. I learned a thing or two since then.
Oh, come on, you shy? You just said you were playing the fool and telling jokes in the tavern.
All right, I'll tell you the truth. They picked on me because I'm an orphan.
Oh.
The parish priest of St. Apollinaires in Prague found me as a baby in the church one winter's
Yo,
morning.
Prague,
I spent
though?
half my childhood in parish houses and half on the street.
I see. That must have been tough.
It still is tough, I can tell you that.
All right, Jakey. Thanks, dude. Someone asked what the lore is with Prague. Prague is the capital and largest city of the Czech Republic and the historical capital of Bohemia. On the Vltava River, Prague is home to about 1.4 million people. The city has a temperate oceanic climate with relatively warm summers and chilly winters. Prague is a political, cultural, and economic hub of Central Europe with a rich history and Romanesque Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque architectures. That's just a little piece of the lore.
Jakey sent me to you. Something about a ring?
Uh-oh.
I suppose you want me to get it from someone? Who has it?
What? Dangler?
Does Dangler have it? All right. How should I get it?
Holy shit, okay. Yo, thanks, buddy. Jesus. Yo, Jakey, what do you got? What do you got in your pockets? Damn, these guys don't have shit. I got a pickpocket Dangler. I guess Dangler has it. Is this Dangler over here? Oh, there it is! Thanks, Drockminch. Appreciate it, man. I'm glad some people are enjoying the streams, you know. I'm glad some people are.
I got the ring from Dangler. Yeah, well, I suppose there's not much more either of us can say about it. Yeah, thanks to you too.
It said game saved right there, so I guess it's saved.
Can you tell me something about yourself, Jan?
Why not? I haven't been to confession for a while.
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
It's nothing new for me and my brother. We've been fighting for coins since we were old enough to carry swords. Last time we rode with one Lombardian by the name of Collini. All over
Collini?
Bavaria, Austria and...
Bavaria?
Did you fall out?
Yo, like Bavarian cream?
Come back to Bohemia. You know how it is. Where no one understands a word you say, it ain't worth a damn.
You and Petter seem very close.
As brothers should be, lad.
Nah, to tell the truth, I'd never have guessed the two of you came from the same mother.
Oh, we've got the same ma, all right. I ain't got no ma, and neither does he. And the same goes for our pa. It's probably Satan himself.
Oh. I'm a bit confused. You're not actually brothers?
We might be. We might not. A band of mercenaries found us in a village when I was still a baby, and Petter hardly walking. Playing in the dirt together we was. Their leader took a shine to us for some reason. He took us away and raised us up. Raised us
Super
with
Deluxe,
swords
thanks
for
to Twitch Prime.
playthings and ale for mother's milk. A few years later, he was killed in Saxony. The band fell apart, but we joined another right away. That's the way it's been ever since, over and over.
So you two never had...
I like this guy's pauldrons,
A
wherever the fuck they
life.
are. The
We
layered.
ride from one fight to another,
I like
risking
that.
our necks and killing who they pay us to kill. That's normal for us. Always has been.
Who's this? Stefan Fletching. Oh, yo. Okay, dice.
Stefan, can you tell me something about yourself?
What is it you want to know, youngster?
I'm curious how you ended
Wait,
up
what
in
accent
Kuno's
is this?
band.
You noticed I don't exactly fit in with this pack of felons and reprobates, huh? Unfortunately, you can't always choose your company, can you?
No, I suppose not. But how did you come to be with them?
Oh, well, I'd love to tell you, but Kuno insisted we keep that between the two of us. And I'm not one to break a confidence.
Oh. But, well, Kuno said it was you who wanted to keep it secret.
Really? Are you sure about that? You must have misunderstood him.
No, I don't think so. At least...
Any Scots in chat?
Oh, never mind. So, where did you live before? What did you do?
I used to live in a town before. Back there I was doing something very different. Although, now I think of it, maybe it wasn't that different in a way. If you know what I mean.
Actually, I haven't the foggiest idea what you mean. You don't give anything away, do you?
Me? I'm an open book, lad. Ask me anything you like, and I'll give you an honest answer.
DNAP, thanks
Go
to tier
on.
1 sub, 3 months.
Maybe another time. My head's starting to spin.
As you wish. Shame, though. There's nothing I enjoy more than conversing.
I feel a lucky throw coming my way. How about you?
Let's bet it all, baby.
May the best man win.
Three fives. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna roll again. Actually, fuck it. Let's roll again.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going is good.
Three fives again. Let's score that.
That's it.
Oh fuck.
Now you.
Oh. All right, I win. This guy's toast. Oh baby.
That won't happen again. Surely. We'll see.
Yeah, enjoy those 400 points, buddy. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Finished.
Yikes. It's probably over for you, buddy. Yeah.
Shit!
Unfortunate, man.
Some nice wench. True. There ain't many redheads in these parts. Remember those three sisters in Colleen? What were they called again? Yeah, and Kutka. One blind, one deaf, and the other dumb. And we could only get the blind one to go for you.
Jesus Christ!
Poor lass. Probably took you for an idiot. And you're the only one of us who can read and write proper. You can't blame us for trying to spice up your life a bit. Did you give her a kiss at least? All right. Just asking.
Where's the other guy? Where's the other man? Here, is this him? No, not him. Where's the other? Oh, here he is. No, wait, what? Where's the other brother? What the fuck? Am I blind? Oh, he's laying down. No, it's just... Bro! No, that's Dangler.
Tell me something about yourself.
What do you want to know?
How did you and Jan end up with Kuno?
Me and my brother been riding with coinmen since we was little. This was just another mercenary band for us. But Kuno...
I will say
like
one thing. I hope they hire more
treat us fair.
voice actors for the second Kingdom Come, because you can really tell that they did not have much of a voice actor budget.
Your brother was saying you rode before with some Kalini fella.
He did he? Did he tell you why we finished with him?
Yeah, he said you missed Bohemia.
Ha! Miss Bohemia! That's good! But it ain't far from the truth. Jan missed any place where he wouldn't have a band of furious Italians looking to skin him alive.
Ah. He did something to anger them.
Oh, aye. While Collini was away, he broke into the trunk where the coin was kept. Took it all and wagered it with a fellow who claimed his bear knew how to dance, and lost it all.
What? The bear really did dance?
Aye. The costliest Chardash we ever watched.
What? What does that
We
word
had to
mean?
get the fuck out of there before Collini came back, and had the two of us dancing. On the end of a rope.
It's a type of dance? Oh. So let me clarify what I just said. I'm not saying the voice acting is bad. I'm not saying the dialogue's bad. What I'm saying is I hope they just hire more voice actors. That's all. Don't get it twisted. The shit's good. But D4 is still bad. I just want you guys to know that as well. D4, actually terrible. Also, how does Diablo not have... You're not going to put a fucking paladin in your Diablo game? You can actually just suck my fucking nuts at that point.
Shit. Sod off.
Alright, fine. Oh, now you want to wake up, huh, pussy? You knew I was going to go for your trunk, didn't you?
Should we ride out?
Aye, we ought to set out on patrol about now. Hope you've got your kit ready and whatnot. I'd like to head to the north. Is there anything interesting that way?
North of here. Samapesh and Merhoyed are that way, and Talmberg is a bit further on. There's stables in Merhoyed.
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those stables. We can go through there.
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something interesting is sure to turn up. I feel it in my bones.
Bones.
Mount up and let's go.
Sure. Chief.
Oh, oh, look at that! Yo, new icon? Just dropped. Yo.
What a fine day, eh, brother?
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
Among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, purtling, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Dew glistening in a mossy hollow.
The sweet aroma of honey in the air.
The sturdy poplar, standing tall and erect.
Aye, it reminds me of that day. That day when the two of us fucked Fletcher's ma.
Very droll. You'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Your ma's a stuffed bird. I stuffed her myself.
I can't smell any chamomile.
Well, men.
Yo.
Yes?
Yo.
How shall I put it? I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief.
Oh? How's that?
I've been looking around, and if you'll pardon me, it seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond.
It's not Paris, France, I'll grant you.
What I mean to say is, I haven't got any new kit or arrows since the day Jakey joined us. It makes me uneasy, Chief.
I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletcher's moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches nearby.
Not to mention fools in the taverns who don't know when to stop rolling those dice.
Dangler?
It's the arsehole of beyond everywhere we go. And it always makes me uneasy.
Jakey?
Fletch can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do hauberks in girl sizes.
Oh!
Well, how did you get yours then?
Oh!
Appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight, and to the victor the spoils.
Yo!
That's how it's always been. But no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield. That's what this company is for. And I hope you never forget the golden rule. You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader, who you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
Amen.
Chief, I think there's something going on over there.
Let's go. Behind me, and keep your eyes peeled.
The fuck happened?
What do you think we can expect this time, fellas?
Groschen, hidden in a piss pot under the bed. A nice chunk of beef no one there will be eating.
On account of it'd just fall out through the holes in their bellies, eh, brother?
Oh my god.
My mouth is already watering, brother, and I ain't even touched a purse yet.
Once you get your hands on some loot, I'll be happy to play you for your hard-earned groschen back at the camp.
Poor old Fletch. Never gets to see the action from close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Futility and human suffering, like always.
Always full of good cheer, eh, Dangler?
Jesus
Why don't you take a
Christ.
leaf out of Stone's book? Shut the fuck up.
Jesus, I wish you'd all shut the fuck up.
This
Keep
is...
your eyes peeled, though. There might be someone hiding out here still. Look for clues and question the survivors, if there are any.
Jesus Christ, what a massacre.
Holy shit! Man, they fucked this place up.
I'm even armed. Looks like it happened fast. They can't be all that clever, or they'd have taken the wagon.
Oh my, he's praying for her. Oh my, he's praying for her soul. Nope, nothing here. What the hell? What is that? Whoa. Fresh shield?
Kuno will want to know about this.
House of Zool shield. Message for Sir Radzig.
Poor wretch.
They killed the dog too? Nah. No. Unacceptable. No. Nope. Damn, they fucked this shit up. There ain't nothing. Yo! Check this out, dude.
I found this shield in a shed along with a letter. Seems like someone left us a message.
Show me that. I know that crest. It's the House of Zool. A dangerous lot, God's truth.
I don't think we'll find anything else here. We'll stay here a while, just in case. And you should go and report to Radzig what happened.
What do you know about these Zools?
A family of impoverished nobles. They fought in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia.
That's true. I should have looked at the
What
note.
they're
That's
after
my
in
bad.
Bohemia, I've no idea.
I didn't think about that.
I thought I could go and search for those raiders. They might not have gotten very far yet.
Alright. It's always good to have an extra pair of eyes. We'll keep searching here for a while, and then head back to the camp.
Chat. Dogs have been man's best friend for 30,000 years, okay? Where am I going? Where's Sir Radzig? You tried milking the cows? Have I tried milking the cows? No? Can you do that?
Yeah.
You're lying. You're lying. I want 5 subs right now. Good. Thank you, Naren. Appreciate that 5. Yeah. How many subs to Milk Dangler? I'm not doing that. So where do I go? There's no objective here. What does the note say? Oh, maybe I see. Maybe I read the note now. It's a quest item. Message. Radzig Kobala, you unscrupulous beast devoid of Christian morals, I accuse you. You abandoned all honor and virtue when you perpetrated acts of cruelty and malevolence against me and my forebears. I call you a cur for committing these vile deeds, which you certainly remember well. I challenge you to face me in a duel, as befits knightly virtue, to desist from cowardly concealment behind castle walls, and to defend your honor and that of your house, as behoves a noble status. If you decline to do so, I will travel this land and truthfully make known to all that you are an ignominious wretch, unfit for the company of decent men, and I shall have your shield nailed to the pillory as a mark of shame. I swear before God that I act justly, bound by my family honor, and perpetrate against you only that which you deserve. My grievance is only against you, but the longer you hide from me in a cowardly manner, the longer shall I maraud and plunder in this province. Be it upon your own head. Signed on June 2nd, in the year 1403, by Sir Hagen Zool. Holy shit, that's only like a couple days from now. Oh my god. This dude saying 1v1 me, pussy. Alright, we gotta find Sir Radzig. Maybe he's in Ratai? I assume he's in Ratai? Damn, 3 hours already. That's crazy. Where did the time go? Where did the time go? I thought I was tracking it, but it's the wrong quest. Oh, try and find traces of the attackers. Oops. Oopsie. Well. Oh well. We'll just deal with it. Sir Radzig Kobala!
Yeah.
Sir Radzig, I've got a message for you.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
I've got bad news.
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news. We came across a burnt-out farm near Merhoyed.
Christ! It seems...
You want to wager on that Rate tourney?
This is something else, sir. We found a shield there with a crest. A tricolour star on a blue field.
I know that coat of arms, unfortunately. It's the House of Zool.
There was a letter there, too.
Show it to me. Although I think I already know what it will say.
Here you are, sir.
Unscrupulous beast. Cruelty and malevolence. I challenge you to face me in a duel. Defend your honor. An ignominious wretch. Well, that's nice. Signed, Hagen Zool. As I expected, old grievances coming back to haunt me.
Why?
This Sir Hagen wants to challenge you to a duel.
Apparently, he still hopes I will agree to this kind of outmoded solution to disputes.
Surely you can't refuse a challenge to a duel. What about your honor?
Henry, my boy, honor is a splendid thing, and it should be held in high regard. But in time, you'll learn that some matters are not so straightforward.
Like this one?
Yes, like this one. The only reason Hagen is challenging me now is that he has a marked advantage. I've served as the royal hetman for the last 15 years and become a courtier. Hagen, meanwhile, was fighting in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia, and elsewhere as a mercenary. Which of us do you think would win a duel? That's not honor, but an abuse of honor. Commonplace opportunism. I don't blame him for trying, but I'm not such a fool as to play by his rules.
Wait, so you actually are a pussy? I mean, is it pussy or is it Giga Chad? I mean, I don't know. So, just because... Okay. So, Hagen's been fighting in wars and shit, and, like, honing his skills and becoming a badass, right? And Sir Radzig is, like, he's more of a politician than a fighter, right? So, I mean, guys... Yo, be real. The truth is, like, if you know, you gotta. If you're a politician back in the day, you still gotta keep your, you know, you gotta keep it 10 toes down or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? If you take a fight, you know you'll lose. You're a cuck. Why? Isn't it more honorable to take a fight that you know you'll lose because you know that you'll lose it? Like, isn't that's kind of that's part of the honor. He's trained to fight? I mean, okay. Wait, so you guys actually agree with Sir Radzig more than with what I'm saying? Okay, I mean, okay. Alright.
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
Whatever.
That's a long story.
No way! It happened again! Yo! Yo, tell me the whole story. Tell me the whole thing.
Well, I'd like to hear the whole story, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. It began in the first year of King Wenceslas's reign. He sent me to resolve a dispute between the Zulls and a neighbouring house. It concerned
BK, thanks for the tier 1 sub.
The Zulls had refused to accept the ruling of the Land Court. His Majesty's position was a little shaky after his coronation. So a decision was made in the royal court to take radical action against any dissent in the kingdom. Since the Zull family was defying the king, we were obliged to punish them.
Oh.
Harshly, as the circumstances demanded.
Okay.
The head of the family, Hagen's father, was hanged, their castle razed to the ground and their property confiscated.
So, they're out for vengeance. But you acted according to the law.
Would it were that simple, lad. I was young and didn't realise the repercussions it would bring. For one thing, the king didn't use it to strengthen his position. On the contrary, he took less and less interest in such affairs.
How come?
Because he realised things would eventually sort themselves out. He promoted me to royal hetman, leaving him to pursue other interests. Secondly, my actions essentially created another band of robbers. When you strip a nobleman of his property, you can't expect him to take to begging. And thirdly, I wasn't aware at the time that the other party to the dispute was distantly related to me. Naturally, that made it look like I was acting in self-interest. If I'd known what I know today, I'd have been a lot more circumspect.
You circumflex, I circumflex.
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
That's a long story.
Well, I'd like to hear the whole story, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. It began in the first year of King Wenceslas's reign. He sent me to resolve a dispute between the Zulls and a neighbouring house. It concerned land boundaries. The Zulls had refused to accept the ruling of the Land Court. His Majesty's position was...
Do I do this bit again?
After his coronation.
Maybe we don't do the bit again. You're right. Slinty's right.
Well, what are we going to do about this?
You and Kuno's band will just have to deal with Hagen and prevent further mayhem. The longer he's marauding around these parts, the greater the chances that I'll finally have to succumb to his conditions.
So you'd fight him, if it came to that?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But maybe there's something else behind this challenge. Maybe it's coin he's after. Who knows?
All right. We'll deal with him, sir.
I'm sure you will, Henry. Good luck to you.
Yo, what happens if you just... What happens if you just go to wherever this guy's at and you just fucking kill him? Can you just skip all of this shit? do with a bite to eat.
Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had.
Look out. I wouldn't beg good neighbours, but I'm reduced to this. I'm from